The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency is looking to raise ozone standards for all cities later this year. If we don't meet the new standards locally, it could mean the return of things like e-check tests. Remember those? That would be awful, wouldn't it? Local 12 meteorologist Scott Dimmich shows us how the weather is likely going to impact whether our area can make the grade.
Presently, the standard is 75 parts per billion, and US EPA has proposed to look at reducing it to 65 to 70 parts per billion.
In an effort to reduce air pollution, the US EPA will likely make changes to ozone concentration standards by this fall. The Southwest Ohio Air Quality Agency says new standards will make it harder for Cincinnati to pass the test.
But it appears for 2012, 13, and 14, we may come close to meeting the standard of 75 parts per billion. If we see the changes to between the 65 or 70, we're going to see more exceedances of the ozone standard.
The weather has an impact on ozone concentrations. Colder than average temperatures in 2013 and 2014 meant no smog alerts each of those years. However, the return of warmth this summer and for summers to come could make it difficult to meet these new EPA guidelines.
Cloud cover, the amount of wind, the amount of sunshine, how high the temperatures are, that all impacts the ozone levels.
Utility and vehicle emissions also impact ozone levels, and those have been improving because of efforts by utilities and automakers. So the question everyone wants answered, will the e-check program likely return?
At this point, we don't expect, require an e-check program, but it really depends on, I guess it's really too early to say. We'll just have to wait and see where they set the standard.
Whether the bar is set high or low, the people in the tri-state find a way to do their share for cleaner air.
Based on past history, we've always been able to meet the standard. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, in years to meet the standard.
I'm meteorologist Scott Dimmich, Local 12 News.
And the Southwest Ohio Air Quality Agency says local ozone levels exceeded current EPA standards 6 times in 2013 and 14. Had the proposed lower levels been in place those years, the standard would have exceeded more than 100 times.